wondered if a website could predict when you die? If you get caught in a nuclear blast, would you feel it? What happens when you eat too many carrots? How can you get an extra 40 minutes a day? Get ready for some jaw-dropping facts that are too crazy to believe in this episode of You Don't Know. Getting caught in a nuclear blast seems like a horrific way to die, but mercifully, you wouldn't actually feel the pain of it because the explosion would kill you faster than the signal can travel to your brain. The human brain is incredibly powerful. So powerful, in fact, that in 2015, the fourth most powerful supercomputer in the world took 40 minutes to simulate 1 second of human brain activity. Sharks are amazing creatures for a lot of reasons. In particular, the lemon shark grows a new set of teeth every 14 days. That's about 24,000 new teeth a year. I'd hate to see that dentist bill. Diamonds have been around a long time, but we've only known about them for about 4,000 years when they were discovered in the riverbeds of the Golconda region in India. Here's a cool fact. Did you know that if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, more people will get to hear all these cool facts? Give it a try. No. Wait. If you pour hot water into a glass vessel, the thicker the vessel is, the more likely it is to crack or shatter. That's why test tubes are made of thin glass. You may have heard that the Earth is 93 million miles or 150 million kilometers away from the Sun. But that isn't always the case. The distance actually fluctuates between 91.4 million and 94.5 million miles. Crocodiles are fantastic swimmers, but did you know that in order to dive deeper, they swallow rocks? If you ever visit the Statue of Liberty and want to reach the crown, get ready to climb because it's 354 steps to the crown. Once you're there, though, you'll be able to look at the surroundings through the crown's 25 windows. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai, at 163 floors, is the world's tallest building. It's so tall that the sun sets 2 to 3 minutes later after you reach the 80th floor. If you're up there on Ramadan, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer to break your fast. You may have heard that the Amazon rainforest produces 20% of the world's oxygen, but that's actually a myth. In reality, it's closer to 6 to 9%. The biggest producer of Earth's oxygen is actually phytoplankton, which makes 50% of the world's O2. There are lots of things that release dopamine in our brains, like music or food. But did you know that even the anticipation of hearing good music or eating good food can produce that same dopamine? So there's this website that's been around since 2006 that claims to be able to predict your death. It's called The Death Clock, and you can find it at death-clock.org. In 2021, a South African woman claimed to have broken the world record for giving birth to the most babies at once, an incredible 10 newborns. Unfortunately, that was just a hoax. Speaking of myths, some say that pigs can't look up at the sky, when in fact, they can. If the Earth suddenly had no moon, among the catastrophic things that would happen, our days would only be 6 hours long. The highest uninterrupted waterfall in the world is Angel Falls in Venezuela at a staggering 979 meters high. The Hoba meteorite in Nambia is the world's largest known intact meteorite. It's so large that it's never been moved from where it was discovered. Scientists estimate that it weighs around 60 tons. Astronauts in the space shuttle are weightless, not because of no gravity in space, but because they are in free fall around the Earth. A study shows that the more educated a woman is, the more likely she is to drink daily. She's also more likely than less educated women to actually admit that she has an alcohol problem. There are so many islands in the Philippines, a whopping 7,641, that if you spent 1 day on each island, it would take you almost 21 years to visit them all. Scientists estimate that there are at least 70 septillion stars in our universe. That's about 10,000 stars for each grain of sand on Earth. You've probably heard the phrase, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," but studies show that's not quite true. Although, adults who do generally eat an apple a day tend to take fewer medications. Here's a wholesome fact. In Iceland in 1746, parents were banned from disciplining their children with scary stories about fictional characters. Better not tell them about the German tale of Krampus. Because their hearts are smaller on average than their male counterparts, female human hearts typically beat faster to compensate. The human eye only weighs 7 grams, and its average diameter is 24 millimeters. Our sun is incredibly powerful. In fact, more energy from the sun hits Earth every hour than the planet uses in a year. Speaking of being incredibly powerful, an adult giraffe is so strong that it can crush a lion's skull in a single kick. Did you know that even NASA pulls April Fool's Day pranks? Their prank in 2005 was telling the world that they found water on Mars. Classic NASA. Do you frequently get kidney stones? Well, one study shows that drinking beer reduces the risk of developing kidney stones by 40%. There are a whole host of other medical issues that occur when you frequently consume alcohol, though, so please drink responsibly. About 40% of Americans believe that humans and dinosaurs lived at the same time. When you eat carrots, the orange pigment that gives them their color gets converted into vitamin A. But if you eat too many of them, they can actually turn your skin orange. This condition is called carotenemia. In spite of the fact that oceans cover 71% of the world, humans have only explored about 5% of them. Imagine how many new animal and plant species there are to discover. A survey of 1,500 parents was taken during the pandemic lockdown in 2020 that concluded that staying home with their kids was more stressful than going to work. Here's some scary space news for you. The asteroid Bennu, which is about the size of 3 city blocks, will have a close flyby of Earth in 2135, and that will put it on a trajectory to hit Earth on September 24th, 2182. Do you think we could protect ourselves like in the movie Armageddon? July 4th is Independence Day in the United States, where they celebrate their independence from Britain. But did you know that Britain is responsible for the Independence Day celebrations of 62 other countries too? Ever wanted more time in your day? Why not move to Mars, where each day is about 40 minutes longer than the 24 hours we have here on Earth? What would you do with an extra 40 minutes a day? Let us know in the comments!